Hi, good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning from wherever you're watching from around the world. My name is Diane, your anti-inflammatory lifestyle coach and self-care specialist. Today, I want to talk to you about the ultimate inflammation reset and what does anti-inflammatory lifestyle looks like. What does it include? But before I begin, I want to talk to you about what the Word of God says. The Word of God says, above all things, it is God's desire that we prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prosper. Who knows us best than our Creator? He, too, wants for us to be healthy and to be at our best. With that said, I am going to talk a little bit about the circle of control. And what does that mean? That is anti-inflammatory lifestyle. See, a lot of times as human, we spend a lot of times fighting over things that we have absolutely no control over. And so today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about things I can control, you can control, and things that we have no control over. First of all, things that I can control is my own behavior, my own thoughts, my own feelings, what I wear, what I drive, my career, but most of all, what I eat, right? And there are things that I have absolutely no control over, like aging process, the weather, what happened in the past, other people's behavior, what other people think about me, and how others portray me or perceive me. I have no control over that. You have no control over that. So today we are going to focus on the things that we have control over. Let's dive right into it. First, I want to tell you that we're going to start with what nobody is talking about, what no one is talking about, and that is inflammation in the body. What does inflammation does to the body? And so we are going to get to talk about it and listen about what inflammation really does to our body. Inflammation is the body's natural response to injury, inflammation, or irritation. Now, the problem comes in where prolonged inflammation starts to increase in the body, and prolonged inflammation goes from acute, now it starts increasing, it becomes chronic. And that is where the problems begin, when we have chronic inflammation in our bodies. Signs of inflammation that you should look for. Signs of inflammation includes redness, heat, swelling, pain, and sometimes loss of function. All those are telltale signs our bodies telling us that something is wrong. Pay attention. What happens during inflammation in the body? When your body detects something harmful, like bacteria or a virus or an injury, it does the following. It sends immune cells to the area, it increases blood flow, releases chemicals to fight infection, and start the repair process. Types of inflammation, we just mentioned those. Again, they're acute inflammation, which is short term, happens quickly, lasts for days or a few weeks, when you get a sprain or a cut or a sore throat. But then there's chronic inflammation that is long term, and that's where the damage starts. And so keeping inflammation low in our body, low grade inflammation in our body is what helps our body heal. So that is our goal, is to keep inflammation at a normal level. But I want to share with you that the reason why this course is so near and dear to my heart is because I have lost over 80 pounds, improved diabetes symptoms, and improved sleep through the anti-inflammatory lifestyle. And that's why I'm willing to share that lifestyle with you today. Now, what causes chronic inflammation? Common triggers include, but are not limited to, ongoing infection, autoimmune diseases, long-term stress, obesity, smoking, environmental toxins, lack of physical exercise, and lack of self-care. Those are the causes of inflammation. Why is chronic inflammation a problem, and why does it matter? Chronic inflammation can be linked to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's, arthritis, depression, anxiety, and other autoimmune disorders. And that's why it's so important that we take care of chronic inflammation. How to reduce chronic inflammation? Well, first of all, we need to have a growth mindset if we want to reduce chronic inflammation in the body. Understanding that change is uncomfortable but necessary. We cannot do the same things and get different results. We have to have a growth mindset and be willing to try something new and different so that we can start seeing some improvement. We have to be intentional. We have to set SMART goals for ourselves. What are SMART goals? Goals that are measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Give yourself some time because inflammation does not go away in 1 week. Set yourself goals. In 6 months, I want to. In 3 months, I want to. I want to start exercising. I want to start eating healthier. So you work on it. You take steps to achieve your goal. And yes, you can. If I did it, you can do it too. And lastly, be ready for the anti-inflammatory glow up. Because once you stay on the anti-inflammatory lifestyle, you will realize that you'll start feeling healthier and your health overall will be improved. Inflammatory lifestyle includes, you can take your pen and your pencil and take notes. It includes lifestyle change. It includes food. It includes exercise. It includes stress management. It includes rest. It includes, avoiding your triggers like ultra-processed foods and white sugar. It includes self-care. It includes hydration. And it includes faith. Your faith in God, connecting to your higher source, your higher power. Again, it includes lifestyle change, food, exercise, stress management, rest, avoiding your triggers, self-care, hydration, and your faith. Now, I want to go down the food list for you. There are different categories. I have 8 categories of foods for suggestion as it relates to anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Number 1, I'm going to start with fruits. Here are your anti-inflammatory fruits that you can focus on. Apples, avocados, because avocados are loaded with omega-3 fatty acid, which is heart friendly. Berries, grapes, oranges, papaya, pineapple, strawberry, tart cherries, raspberry, and watermelon. All these are listed as anti-inflammatory foods. Next, I will go over the list of vegetables that are anti-inflammatory. These can be found, of course, in your local grocery stores. Beets, bell pepper, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, garlic, mushroom, kale, onions, spinach, and sweet potato. Especially your cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts and your broccoli are very, very important towards your anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Number 3, we're going to go over lean proteins. Your lean proteins include black beans, chicken breast, Greek yogurt, tofu, turkey breast, kidney beans, chickpeas, sardines, lentils, eggs, salmon, and mackerel. All those are anti-inflammatory lean proteins. Let's do whole grains. Whole grains, here's the list for whole grains. Amaranth, barley, basmati, brown rice, buckwheat, farro, millet, oats, quinoa, rye, teff, wild rice, and whole wheat. Next, we have not heart, but healthy fats and oils. Almond oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, flaxseed oil, walnut oil, pumpkin seed oil, olive oil, fish oil, and chia seed oil. Then we move on to your next category of food, which is condiments, herbs, and spices. Black pepper, basil, cilantro, cinnamon, cloves, garlic, cayenne pepper, ginger, mustard, oregano, parsley, and turmeric. And turmeric is probably number one as it relates to anti-inflammatory foods. Turmeric and garlic and ginger. Next, we're going to move to beverages. They are anti-inflammatory beverages that you can drink to lower inflammation in the body. Here's the list. Coconut water, green tea. I prefer decaf, but you have to do what is best for you. Chamomile tea, matcha tea, turmeric milk, tar cherry juice, apple cider vinegar with the mother. Please make sure on the bottle it says with the mother. The one that says with the mother gives the best benefit. Green tea and beetroot juice. All those sounds very thirst quenching and yummy. Here goes snacks. That's your final list of anti-inflammatory foods. Avocado hummus, dark chocolate, garlic hummus, chickpea salad, muesli energy bars, peanut butter bites, cabbage steaks, ear popped popcorn. And that gives you your 8 categories rather of anti-inflammatory foods. Your fruits, your vegetables, your lean proteins, whole grains and cereals, healthy fats and oils, condiments, herbs and spices, beverages, and snacks and desserts. That's a very healthy and wholesome list of foods you can choose from, foods you can select, and enjoy an anti-inflammatory lifestyle. How to reduce chronic inflammation. Eat anti-inflammatory foods. But remember, anti-inflammatory lifestyle is more than just foods. It's fruits and vegetables, legumes, whole grains, fatty fish, nuts, limit sugar intake, and ultra-processed foods. How to reduce chronic inflammation continues. Exercise daily. Movement matters. Stress management, meditation, yoga. Take time out to be in nature. Rest is the next category. Do you get 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep daily? Rest is important. That's how the body heals and become rejuvenated the next day. Self-care. Self-care is not selfish. Your health matters. Self-care matters. Hydration. Our body contains over 60% of water. Therefore, drinking water and staying hydrated is very important to our overall health. So, please remember to drink your water. And lastly, faith. Statistics have proven that individuals who have a strong faith and a strong spiritual background, recovery rate is much faster in the hospital. So, this is where I say to you, connect to your higher power, connect to your God, have a close relationship with God. Disclaimer, I want you to know that I appreciate you listening to this information. This information does not mean that you disregard your doctor's order. This information is purely educational. And at the end of the day, you have to do what is best for you. I'm so proud of you that you are taking a huge step towards your wellness journey. You are important and you are worthy. And I want to say to you, thank you for purchasing this course, and may it be a blessing to you and your family.